EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cooper will come in motion right. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Fields. And this one too low.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields escaping the pressure right. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. These may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fields. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Montgomery. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up the pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
In motion left goes Jones. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Crossing route, he hits his man. It's Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter. CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, it's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jones. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Cooper, the man in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start out here with the option left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run here with Evans. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Evans again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Evans, and he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Kicker, he looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Cleveland offense ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. All eyes on Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now ETN to start the drive. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
One of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never questioning the fight that he's going to have for about 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Rodgers again now. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 36 yards. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this off to Etienne. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Hey, we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On third down, Lawrence. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Etienne up the middle. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, 31 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. Let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Hey,
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you open up lanes for your runners.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at the 4-yard line.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion right comes Cobb. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That was terrible. Awful. Seriously, justice.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Complete once again to Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, They have refined route running ability.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down. Followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie! Hey!
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Lawrence is complete to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Lawrence to Jones, first down, Jacksonville. Lawrence being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Finding room in midfield. That one good for 37 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, take a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Etienne, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Lawrence on the sneak, trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers, he'll buy some time right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point. The lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Look at me. Get down.
Now Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
61. Back, right.
On 2nd and goal. Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Manhertz punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, a little cool here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now Lawrence on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Lawrence dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it in the league.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left them almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at them. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. But no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here near the 40.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers throwing here to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer, 110%. That certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And that final kickoff concludes the game, partner. One side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough, where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
We're just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Stafford now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. All the option left, it's Jones. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. O'Shane Ximines. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 22.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's James returning. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. James has got it. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. They got the ball. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, L.A. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, here's Barkley again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Stafford. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jones throwing to start the drive. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Terrell Lewis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going right back to Akers. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jones to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's James. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jones looking around. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gano the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. One last throw here for Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.